Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 24th of August. So let's have a look at what's available for us today. Firstly, let's just have a look at the news. Yesterday, basically it was a whole stack of misses really in terms of the PMI data, the Eurozone, the UK, the US, all of them missed. So it normalised things somewhat. Today we've got core durable goods. It's another key number coming out there for the US. That's at 1:30, and well, the Jackson Hole Symposium starts. I think that's quite late on when that starts. We have got an FM speaker though at 5 p.m. But it's normally open, the Jackson Hole Summit, by I'm just looking. She doesn't actually give timings on there. By the Fed chairs normally speak, but when's he due to speak? He's not due to speak POW until 3 p.m. on Friday. Okay, but there's plenty of speakers before then, so I wouldn't wait for his speech to necessarily affect the markets. We could have a rocky and choppy afternoon tomorrow. Right, but for today, just dual core durable goods. Right, let's go on and look at the technicals then. So the euro yesterday, after selling off massively quickly in the morning, it recovered in the afternoon. So it's a day of two halves. And there you go. There's the second half. There's the first half and a bit in the middle. And then the second half it rallied back. Thing is, it's still very much in a downward trend here, however we look at it. So it's I'm only personally looking at the short side of things here, just in a bit of a mess at the moment. So we'll wait until this shapes itself out, but it's not too bad. It's got the pivot below, which could be a draw itself, and it may well push on further, but I'll just wait at the moment. But looking on the short side, nothing particularly clear there. I'd rather it be below its pivot actually to be on the short side. The pound's been dancing around this same sort of levels. It's really in a tight old channel. I say tight old channel. It's in a channel. It's halfway up the channel, so not a particularly nice place to be starting. Again, if this was to start selling below the pivot, that would be, to me, a bit more bearish. A reversal post 8 o'clock could see us running up towards the R1 and back into the highs there, but I'm not holding my breath. I get a feeling we could just be chopping. Of course, now I've said that, it'll move strongly one way or the other. Dollar yen, the yen I say recovered, but started strengthening with the US dollar lost against the yen basically through yesterday morning, and it really just continued there at 2 o'clock as well. It just sort of the yen was by far strongest at the moment. Looking at it on this I mean, looking at it on the 4 hourly, don't get too encouraged by the fact that we've had a bit of a downward move. However, by doing what it's done there, it's put a lower high in, so structurally we've changed what was there, and arguably it could be on its way southbound. And looking at the shorter time frames, well, closer where it is at the moment and a bit of a continuation looks good for the S1, so that it does look like it's got some scope on that downside. The Aussie dollar has been bouncing quite solidly upwards there, he says. It's taking the mickey out of it, but it's well, it looked like I was looking for the rollover yesterday, and it just didn't come any better than anything else. Didn't get into it at all. It's rallied since then in the afternoon there, and well, dancing around at the moment. It's I really don't like it. Again, it's a similar-ish price action across. I think it's easier on some of the markets than others. I'd rather, at the moment, my favourite there is the US dollar yen, US dollar CAD. So CAD again been pushing up. Yesterday it managed a positive day after all of that 2 o'clock move, and well, looking at it from here, it's got scope to push. Sorry, excuse me. I had to turn the mic off for a quick sneeze. It's been putting lower highs in here, looking structurally changed. Horrible out of these moves, as I said before, very unreliable. It did actually push to the upside, which was it had been moving in, so it's fine. It did actually go that way. Started with some strength yesterday morning, but again pulling back and breaking now the downside. Wouldn't have hit the target that would have been expected from the pennant, so once again it would have failed and stopped you. Looking at where it is at the moment, well, looking decidedly choppy, but heading southbound possibly more. As I say, some of these things change quite quickly in the mornings at the moment. New Zealand dollar, similarly, we've had the bounce already, catching a bit of a sell-off here, but I'd only really want to be short on this. Look at that market. So it's a bit of patience really waiting here, and if I was looking at trading the New Zealand dollar, I want to see it below my trend line here. Simple really. I don't care about what happens up here. It might just bounce back off the 50, whatever it might do. If it breaks my trend line, then it's confirming the move more. So patience here. So there is a possibility there. Aussie on the US dollar, New Zealand dollar maybe more so. Yeah, US dollar Swissy, very sideward choppy sort of action. I'm not really interested in that personally. Euro yen got absolutely slaughtered recently, but it's changed. Look at the bigger picture here. It was doing pretty well, and I've got to take my signal off, my alert off there, because it's just not getting anywhere near. It's like having a massive resistance line over that. There we go. It'll probably bounce now, but well, we'll see how it goes. I think the yen's just gaining the strength at this stage, and looking, yeah, we have changed here a little bit structurally, and you look at it from an hourly point of view, it looks quite nice on the short side. So that's a possible sell point come 8 o'clock. Okay, that's a nicer looking one than the others. Euro pound, I was short this. I just got nipped on that little retracement yesterday, but it does look like it's potentially changing a little bit here. So there would have been some divergence over the lows most likely, but it's holding up where it is at the moment. A break back above the pivot here, the weekly pivot, would be a bit more of a positive sign to it. It looks like it's over this nice run it had. That was that then. They are a pair that are quite correlated at times, so not a shock to see that happen. Running through the other pairs, Euro Aussie rolled over yesterday, and well, just carried on pushing through there yesterday. There was a lot of these, what a great deal, setting up the yen pairs. If you look at them, are probably some of them are actually better than the others. That's the Aussie yen, the CAD yen, looking a little bit more similar. I've seen a more similar picture to the currently the euro yen there. Euro yen to me would be the favourite. Right, okay, that is that. Let's quick look at the gold and oil and the few major indices. Right, so gold, well, it's turned the corner here on the dailies at the moment. It's not to say it's finished the downtrend, but it has, certainly from the shape and the price action it put in, helped yesterday. It's a bit of run to safety, it looks like here, and well, there you go. That's a result from that. So looking a bit of a move to safety. Oil's not looking so good. We've seen this lower high put in there yesterday, confirmed the lower high, looking softer at this stage. Again, it'll be well worth looking. I mean, it was just looking, it was the 7 o'clock bar that really killed things. The dollar strength coming through the market when the euro was being sold. been pretty much through there. It does look like it's got further downside to happen here. So there's the 2 o'clock, just 2 o'clock did catch it yesterday. It's the 2 o'clock sort of bars that I'm more interested in, but it was just continuation there. It's looking like it's running at the moment, and to me it looks, well, pretty much a good possibility to the downside, whether you're trading Western Texas or Brent. They're very correlated in charts. Equity market, CSI 300, well, bit of a bounce, weird old day, but a bit of a bounce from that, but still, to me, it's very weak. One day doesn't make a change. The Nikkei is benefiting and bouncing a little bit better. Maybe this has been a corrective move and it's going to push back up there. I'm quite neutral on that. Nifty 50. Nifty 50, well, it's coming off again at the moment. I'm just looking at what's happening here. Still waiting for the break of the 50. Could be days, weeks. Hopefully it'll be back by the time I'm back off holiday next week. Aussie 200, well, lower highs still looking softish. It has had a bit of a bounce here. Again, it seems to be a thing through the markets here. The S&P's there yesterday bouncing on the data. There's a sort of belief that interest rates might come to a bit of a stall, hence why all the equity markets are running to the upside here, and you're seeing the same sort of bounce running through. Not completely over potentially, but it's not far off of a change of structure here. In fact, if I drew the trend line over there, it's broken the trend there and has put higher lows in. So where yesterday it was looking like it could have continued and broken to the downside, never really got there. Dow Jones, similar picture. Nasdaq, similar picture to the more similar to the S&Ps here, and catching a bit of the bid at the moment. Coming back to DAX, over to the DAX here, we've now had 4 days, or this is the 4th day if it can remain up, but it's certainly setting the tone here and changing things around for now. This week's seen higher lows, higher highs running through on this 4-hourly, and it's just looking a tad more positive. Clips the dailies there and pushing up relatively strong at this stage. There is a rising channel, and you might just want to watch the top of that. It might come in with its S2, but at the moment looking positive. Okay, FTSE, best do the FTSE, otherwise I get complaints. Okay, the FTSE also catching a bit of a bounce here, so that triple bottom, seeing it change. Yeah, I mean the original trend line would have been down here somewhere, so it's broken the trend line, and structurally, yeah, it's managed to put some higher lows in. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. I wish you a great day, and I'll catch you in the morning. Bye for now. Job done.